Running with two new ideas right now regarding trialectics, namely what I've mentioned just in my previous video about a dual top-down system, and of course it's bottom-up through democracy. As I also mentioned, I just didn't clarify that. It's both bottom-up and top-down, absolutely. Which means that you're getting guidance from the executive, which in the governmental system is, kind of the ruler in a sense. It's like your mind rules your body, but it's simultaneously always being fed by, the other parts of your being, right? You're a complex, sentient organism, and so on the physical level, you're getting information streams from many angles. And the ideal with a complex economic system is to mimic that, in my opinion, to get as many different information streams to the executive, and have the executive as broad as possible and as creative as possible. So that's why I came up with the dual system, because if you have an academic side, it's like the right-hand part of your brain. It's organizational, it structures things, and then there's the mind shares, which is like the creative part of your brain, and it does the sort of creation, the art, and so forth. And so to have a dual top-down system, you're mimicking the physical body but enhancing it by now getting people in line with sort of an organic evolutionary stream that is playing off the nature of evolution in that way, because evolution has, I believe, done a pretty good job of creating informational streams and halting areas of that don't work, halting evolutionary lines that are going to create dead ends. And so this sort of system, I think, would highlight where evolution is going right, and then sort of not negate, but kind of try to wean it towards that which does work when it's not working. So it's getting people more into the flow of an organic lifestyle instead of our present economic system, which creates artificial lifestyle through scarcity. This is a system of abundant information, abundant resources, and abundant information. Did I say information twice? So that's sort of where that's going, and it's getting out of the bar that is the attorney system created by the Crown in London, where people are attorning people's rights through implicitly and explicitly moving properties and rights to new locations that suit the Crown's whims. So where the Crown was the executive in this old system, in a sense, even though democracy had a good go at it, especially in America, it was usurped again by sort of a scientific feudalism-ish model that they didn't quite get all the way, but it's approaching feudalism again. With when you note, for example, that Canada has 50% of the land owned by the Crown. That's why I can't own a piece of land. Really, I mean, I could, but it would take a number of years of work just to get my own piece of land. So this unjustness is even more profound in the third world countries, where in a sense the Crown through the World Bank and IMF has more reins and more control, despite the fact that a lot of these countries have abundant resources. Not all, but there's a number of them anyway. So I'll leave her there.